Diddy is now officially a federal inmate. After a highly publicized trial, he has been sentenced to just over 4 years in prison. Though under federal rules, he will be required to serve at least a year before any reduction for good behavior even becomes possible. But the question on everybody's mind is, what does life inside a federal prison really look like for someone of Diddy's stature and for an inmate carrying the charges of this nature? The dangers are already very real. During his sentencing hearing, prosecutors revealed that while being held at the Brooklyn Metropolitan Detention Center, Diddy narrowly escaped a violent attack. Another inmate armed with a makeshift knife allegedly tried to stab him before a guard intervened. That chilling detail underscores a larger reality. Prison, especially for high-profile figures tied to sex-related crimes, is far from glamorous, and fame can make survival even more complicated.
Now, the type of case he has, anything sexual, when you get locked up, it's frowned upon to the point that you can be a target. But that's more so for people that aren't so rich and aren't so famous. I'm not sure how it would play out for him because he has money to sway the crowd. But this is the thing. They may also come for the money. They may come for his properties. They may come for everything. And if they're able to take away his means of defense and making things happen, they're taking away his power, which is going to reduce him from a music mogul to a famous person with not so much money.
When Diddy walks into prison, he's not just a celebrity, he's an inmate convicted on charges tied to sexual misconduct. That distinction matters. The hierarchy of prison culture, people with sex-related charges, especially those involving exploitation, often occupy the lowest rung. For someone like Diddy, already a household name, the danger doubles. His notoriety makes him both a target for envy and for violence. In the worst case scenario, his celebrity status will not protect him. It will only increase his risk. Other inmates might try and target him in order to gain respect and notoriety within the prison hierarchy. In federal prisons, stories of sex offenders being harassed, extorted, beaten are not uncommon. And with Diddy's public fall from grace, he is unlikely to escape this stigma. Even protective custody comes back at a steep price. Extreme isolation, limited privileges, and mental strain can break even the strongest of people. Beyond physical safety, there's a psychological toll. The image of power and control he cultivated for decades is stripped away in prison. In the worst case scenario, Diddy could find himself ostracized from the general population, monitored constantly for threats, and living in fear of attacks like the one he already narrowly avoided. His every move will be scrutinized, not just by inmates, but by the world. How does a man who was once on top of the music industry cope with being so powerless? The brutal reality is this: federal prison offers no red carpets, no entourages, and no privilege. Nobody is immune to prison culture. For high-profile men with sex charges, it's not about doing time, it's about surviving.